Infinite Networks is a structured cabling contractor and systems integrator. We specialize in structured cabling, data center services, and audiovisual services. To elaborate a little bit more on our structured cabling offering, we install and design structured cabling for offices and for data centers, including Category 6 and other twisted pair cabling, fiber optics, including single mode and multi-mode. In the data center, we provide services to build network and storage infrastructure. So we will install the structured cabling, we will rack and stack, we'll provide auditing services and other troubleshooting services in the data center. For our audiovisual team, typically we install video conferencing systems in offices. We also are capable of designing and installing training room audiovisual systems and other, lecture halls and other audiovisual experiences, digital signage as well. One thing that sets us apart from our competitors is our proven process. We are working in a partner capacity with most of our customers where we help them define their needs and requirements and then work through the process to implementation and completion of their project. We have services that we offer throughout the US and also globally as well. Just to go in more detail into our proven process and our global service offering. So typically a lot of our customers are expanding globally and they're opening satellite offices, throughout the US and in other countries as well. What we'll do is we'll help them define their office standards. So for their IT systems and their audiovisual systems, we'll help them define the standard. And this will help streamline the process of the quoting and also the implementation process as well as maintaining standards so that their IT team can maintain the systems and troubleshoot them themselves. Some examples of this might be customer, last year opened up offices across the US in Chicago, Manhattan, Atlanta, Sydney, Australia, London, Paris, Frankfurt, and we were able to maintain the same standard across all of these locations. Infinite Networks, we have a core team of project engineering managers. Our managers are engineers, and we have, combined over 100 years of experience in the field. We have certified BICSI RCDDs and CTS-D designers for structured cabling and audiovisual systems. So we start our experience in the field, and a lot of our project engineering managers have moved up from field services into engineering and management. And I think that's what gives us a really good grasp on the installations and the requirements, and just having that hands-on experience is really what sets us, above a lot of other project managers. This answer is going to be, it depends and it varies, right? So a lot of different projects for a lot of different types of customers, and a lot of times our processes depend on the customer's collaboration as well. So we will basically tailor our process and our timelines around the customer's expectations, and we're definitely meeting deadlines and working with many moving parts to meet those deadlines all the time. To give you kind of an example, when we get involved in a project with a customer, the first thing we want to do is scope out the project. So we're looking at defining the scope of work. From there, we will put together a bill of materials. So that's basically all the materials and parts required to put the project together. And then we'll start in the planning, working with schedules and making sure that our materials are going to meet the timelines for procurement and delivery to the site. Once we've pulled that together, we are combining our bill of materials and our scope of work into an estimate. And most of the time we're working with a budget, or sometimes it's a customer that's got to approve, a quote. From there, once those are approved, we move forward with procurement, placing the orders with our vendors, managing our vendors to make sure that they're meeting the timelines for the project, and as well as managing our installation resources, which our installation resources are a combination of employees and also subcontractor network that we have established and developed over the past 20 years. So that's kind of our, what gets things, going and in the installation process. Our project engineering managers will then, manage the project with, daily or weekly updates, to make sure that we're staying on track. So Infinite Networks, typically works for, tech companies, companies that are growing, maybe they are building new offices out, or they're expanding into new territories where they may not have, IT and AV staff there. We also partner really well with other VARs, so other large value-added resellers of equipment. We usually will provide the services to install systems that they sell. And that's actually one of our strongest, service offerings in the way we do business is leveraging other partners and kind of a collaborative effort, with our customers, maybe they're some of their existing vendors and some of our partners to really bring everything together. Some of the installations that will typically, we see requested often will be like fiber optic cabling for offices to connect, their server rooms or their main distribution frame MDF to other smaller IDFs. And then also from there, the structured cabling out to the workstation, which includes Cat 6 cable, Cat 6A, seldomly seeing Cat 8, but it is now available on the market. And we also provide those structured cabling services in the data center. So we're providing design to build services for the most high performance structured cabling, that connects servers and, core network infrastructure together. Our audiovisual team is, designing and installing video conferencing systems, training rooms, all hands spaces, and other AV spaces in the office. And, we are a Crestron and Extron reseller. So that really sets us apart from some of our competitors, where we can provide not only IT, but AV, and we have expertise in both fields. We definitely are constantly overcoming obstacles, especially today in the time of COVID, with material shortages and also technical labor shortages. We are, constantly dealing with hurdles, and the way we mitigate our risks on our projects is having backup plans in place. So, if say one material vendor falls through and they can't provide the materials on time, we have several backups in place to be able to reach out to and provide the materials, in the time needed. Same thing with our labor as well. The way we remain nimble and we're able to, meet the timelines on our projects is that we do have an expansive network of partners and also W-2 employees that we can depend on. So, say for instance, our partner in, Dallas, Texas is not available last minute to meet the timeline on a project. Well, we have another partner, in Dallas, or we have another partner, maybe in San Antonio that can travel there and make sure that they meet the timeline. Infinite Networks, we've developed this company over the past 22 years now to really, our service offering is tailored to our customers. And I think that's really what sets us apart. We're not just a black and white, service offering. We can tailor our services to what our customers need. And, we will, work with our customers to, define their processes, and we help them build their service program to deploy IT and AV infrastructure. I think that's probably one of the biggest things that sets us apart from our competitors is our proven process to kind of follow the process. And when it's a new customer, we're working to, figure out how they work internally and how we can help fill the gaps or work well with them within their own process. Sometimes it's maybe making suggestions on how to improve the process, and also going through the process to leverage our existing partnerships and our relationships with our channel partners, which are manufacturers and different vendors that will help us provide the best solutions to our customers. And then, of course, we really strive to be very cost effective and competitive in our labor. And I think one more thing would be that we finish strong. We know that the last 5 to 10% of a project is the most important, and we like to go through all the steps to make sure that our customers satisfied and that the final punch list items of our projects are closed out effectively.